Ngozi and Funke were known throughout their village as troublemakers. They were always causing mischief, disrespecting their parents, teachers, and elderly neighbors. Despite numerous warnings and punishments, they continued their unruly behavior, thinking only of their own desires and amusement. One night, the three friends decided to sneak out of their homes to attend a party in a nearby village. They had planned to stay for just a few hours, but as the night wore on, they lost track of time and found themselves having too much fun to leave. As the first light of dawn began to creep over the horizon, Ada, Ngozi and Funke realized they had been out all night. Panicked, they hurriedly made their way back to their village, hoping to sneak back into their homes unnoticed. However, their luck ran out as they were spotted by a neighbor who immediately reported their behavior to their parents. When they arrived home, they were met with anger and disappointment from their parents. They were scolded for their irresponsible behavior and warned of the consequences of their actions. Despite their apologies, their parents decided to punish them by grounding them for a week, forbidding them from leaving the house except for school. Feeling frustrated and trapped, Ada, Ngozi and Funke began to resent their parents even more. They longed for freedom and adventure, unaware that their actions would soon lead them on a journey that would change their lives forever. After being grounded for a week, Ada, Ngozi and Funke grew restless. They longed for excitement and adventure, feeling stifled by confines of their homes. One evening, as they sat in Ada's room, they began to discuss their desire to escape and explore the world beyond their village. "I am tired of being stuck here," Ngozi complained, pacing back and forth. "I want to see what else is out there." "I agree," Funke chimed in. "There must be more to life than just this village." Ada, who had been silent, suddenly spoke up. "What if we went on an adventure? What if we left this village and explored the world beyond?" The idea excited them, and they quickly made plans to sneak out again, this time with the intention of exploring the world outside the village. They waited until late at night when everyone was asleep, before sneaking out of Ada's house and venturing into the unknown. As they walked through the dark forest, they felt a sense of exhilaration and fear. They were unsure of what lay ahead, but were determined to find out. After what felt like hours of walking, they stumbled upon a hidden path that led them to a secluded community. The community was unlike anything they had ever seen. The houses were made of mud and thatch, and the people were dressed in traditional attire, despite their initial fear. The villagers welcomed them warmly, offering them food and shelter for the night. As Ada, Ngozi and Funke settled in for the night, they couldn't help but feel intrigued by this new world they had discovered. Little did they know, their journey was far from over, and the lessons they would learn in this community would change them forever. As Ada, Ngozi and Funke spent more time in the secluded community, they began to realize the stark contrast between this place and their home community. The people here lived simple yet meaningful lives, guided by strong moral values and a deep respect for one another. They were taught the importance of respect for elders, the value of hard work, and the power of community. One evening, as they sat around a crackling fire with the elders of the community, a sense of unease crept over Ada. She couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched, that someone or something was lurking in the shadows, observing their every move. Ngozi and Funke, however, were too engrossed in the stories being told by the elders to notice Ada's unease. They laughed and joked, completely unaware of the danger that surrounded them. Suddenly, a loud noise broke the peaceful night air, causing Ada, Ngozi, and Funke to jump in fright. The elders quickly stood up, their faces filled with concern. They explained that the noise came from the outskirts of the village, where wild animals were known to roam. Without hesitation, the elders instructed the young girls to stay inside while they went to investigate. Ada, Ngozi, and Funke huddled together, fear gripping their hearts as they waited for the elders to return. Minutes turned into hours, and still there was no sign of the elders. Ada, Ngozi, and Funke were filled with dread, unsure of what had happened to them. Just as they were about to venture outside to search for them, the elders returned, safe and unharmed. They explained that they had encountered a group of poachers who had been trying to capture the village animals. Thanks to the quick thinking of the elders, the poachers had been scared off, and the village was safe once again. As the night drew to a close, Ada, Ngozi, and Funke realized the true meaning of respect and community. They knew that they had been given a second chance, a chance to return to their people and make amends for their past behaviors. With grateful hearts, they thanked the elders for their guidance and prepared to embark on their journey back to their village, forever changed by their experience. The three friends set out on their journey back to their village, their hearts heavy with the knowledge of their past mistakes. They knew that they would face challenges along the way, but they were determined to make things right. As they traveled, they encountered various obstacles that tested their newfound values. They helped a stranded traveler repair his cart, showing kindness and compassion. They shared their food with a hungry child, demonstrating generosity and empathy. Despite their good deeds, they couldn't shake the feeling of unease that lingered from their encounter with the poachers. They couldn't help but wonder if they were being followed, if someone was out there waiting to punish them for their past mistakes. One night, as they camped by a river, their fears were realized. A group of bandits attacked them, intent on robbing them of their belongings. Ada, Ngozi, and Funke fought back, their hearts pounding with fear and adrenaline. Just when it seemed like all hope was lost, a group of travelers passing by heard their cries for help and came to their rescue. The bandits were driven off, and Ada, Ngozi, and Funke were left shaking but unharmed. As they sat by the fire that night, nursing their wounds, they reflected on the events of the past few days. They realized that respect and morality were not just words, but values that needed to be lived out every day. With renewed determination, the three friends continued on their journey, knowing that they were closer than ever to home. They were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that they had each other and the lessons they had learned to guide them. Ada, Ngozi, and Funke finally reached their village, their bodies weary but their spirits uplifted. They knew that they had a long road ahead of them. They first went to their parents and elders, humbly confessing their past mistakes and seeking forgiveness. To their surprise, their parents and elders welcomed them back with open arms, proud of the changes they had made. Next, they went to their teachers and neighbors, apologizing for their disrespectful behavior and promising to do better in the future. Their sincerity touched the hearts of everyone they met. They were determined to make things right. And soon, The whole village was buzzing with talk of the transformation of Ada, Ngozi and Funke. But the biggest test came when they faced their peers, the ones who had once looked up to them as troublemakers. Ada, Ngozi and Funke stood before them, humbled and changed, ready to show them that they were no longer the same people they once were. To their surprise, their peers welcomed them back with open arms, inspired by their transformation and eager to follow in their footsteps. Ada, Ngozi and Funke had not only changed themselves, but had also changed the entire village, showing them the power of respect and morality. As they sat by the fire that night, surrounded by their friends and family, the three friends, Ada, Ngozi and Funke, knew that they had finally found their place in the world. They had learned the true meaning of respect and community, and they vowed to live by those values for the rest of their lives. And so, the story of Ada, Ngozi and Funke became a legend in their village, a tale of redemption and reconciliation that would be passed down from generation to generation. They had found their way home, not just to their village, but to themselves.